Welcome to the Occult Baby Challenge. I first saw Kelsey Impeachake do this challenge on her YouTube channel, and now I'm doing it. My matriarch, Crystal Ovum, has just given birth to her first child, Red, the son of a vampire. But he doesn't have the vampire bassinet. He has a human bassinet, so it looks like the first attempt was a bust. But that's okay, we're still going to raise him. There's just no requirements for him since he's not an occult. Crystal tried to get some sleep, but she woke up to a crying baby and her bladder and hunger needs being depleted. She took care of Red and took care of herself, and while eating breakfast, she got paid for her books again, this time with I Love Being Pregnant earning slightly more than pumpkin spice lattes are the best. Crystal made another painting to sell and then invited over Enrique Rosario, a werewolf and her next baby daddy. It's time to get pregnant again. After just a few minutes, Enrique was ready to plant his seed. He took it a little too seriously though and proposed to her while they were doing the horizontal shuffle. Sorry babes, this is a baby challenge and I need you for a good time, not a long time. Crystal was pregnant though, so yay. I had her go ahead and get a photo of Enrique for her baby wall, and then it was time for her to take care of Red again. And somehow she ended up back in her hospital gown. Not sure what happened there. Later in the middle of the night, she woke up to a crying baby. Get used to it, sis. There's going to be a lot of that in your future. She started writing another book, this one called The Wolf in the Suit, a book to commemorate her time with Enrique, the soon-to-be father of her second child. Red's crying interrupted her writing, and while she was tending to his needs, Crystal received a phone call saying that a long-lost relative died and left her a bunch of money. If I pick the first option here, she'll receive a huge sum of money, but she'll have to get married, and that would be bad for this challenge. So instead, she asked under what conditions and received 2,500 simoleons. She went back to writing, and after getting interrupted by several more phone calls and reaching level 9 of the writing skill, she finished her book, The Wolf in the Suit, and sold it to the publisher. Ren called, wanting to give Crystal's number to someone. Sure, why not? What could possibly go wrong? And then Red aged up to an infant. He got the sensitive trait and came out wearing a helmet. I invested some of that money Crystal just got into buying a crib and a playmat for Red, and then it was time for his first makeover. There we go, much better. As the firstborn child, Red got a lot of attention. He got tummy time whenever possible and spent a lot of time playing with the toys on his playmat while his mom was painting. He also got his first bath. And then the dust bunnies appeared, and for whatever reason, Crystal decided the garage was the room that needed vacuuming. After trying to get some sleep, Crystal woke up with a depleted bladder need, and after dealing with that, she had to deal with a crying infant. She spent the day helping Red reach his milestones, and then she sold another painting later in the day before going to bed while Red played on his playmat. And then it was Bunny Day, and there were a couple of visitors. First is this odd-looking man with untamed hair named Elias Solano. He's actually a spellcaster from my save file. Perfect. We can put a spellcaster in the baby daddy queue. And also the flower bunny, which is one of the special oculates that we're supposed to have a baby with. But Crystal is already pregnant, so she can't try for a baby right now. Does this mean I have to wait until next year for the flower bunny? Nah, I'll figure something out. And just as the flower bunny left, Crystal went into labor. Of course, we invited Enrique to the hospital, and of course he did what all fathers do in this game. He panicked and he left us alone there. It's a girl. Her name is Luna. Returning home, there are now 2 children to take care of, and it looks like Luna is in a human bassinet. It looks like she's a human too. I'm gonna have to wait until she becomes an infant to see if she has the dormant wolf trait. Hopefully she does, and I don't have to try again for a werewolf baby. And while nesting and bonding with her babies, Crystal got a call from Enrique asking if he should go on a date with Luna Moon. He wants to date a girl with the same name as his newborn daughter? Yikes. Crystal told him to go for it, but I can't help but question the fact that he just proposed to her a couple of days ago. After a long day of taking care of the babies and the house by herself, Crystal invited Ren Redding over in the middle of the night. Since their first child together came out human, she wants to try again.